You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, CBS soap opera fans. It is Soap Dirt on YouTube, and we have got your weekly edition of Bold and the Beautiful comings and goings. There is a whole bunch of people going. There are 7 cast members that went to a remote shoot in Italy, and we're going to talk about that because once they're in Italy, there's going to be a lot of extra guest stars coming, and that pops up not this week, well, towards the end of this week, starting into next week. So let's dig in. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Bold and the Beautiful comings and goings, everything you need to know about your favorite CBS soap opera. All right, we are going to have Bartender Hollis back on June 5th. Now, we've seen him a couple of times with Brooke. They had a date, they had a kiss, and then she was like, I'm not really feeling this, even though he said it was the most magical kiss he'd had. And he was obviously falling under that Brooke Logan spell. With him being back next week, I have to figure that he might be commiserating with his boss, Deacon Sharpe, because Taylor Hayes prodded Deacon until he agreed to tell Brooke that he still wants to be with her, and he did, but Brooke brushed him off too. She pretty much made it clear to Taylor that she still wants Ridge because she says she wants someone she knows, someone that she has history with, yada, yada, yada. But Taylor was thinking about Ridge for herself, and so she decided that Brooke might be describing Deacon as well, so she tried to make that happen. Will Deacon and Hollis talk about missing their shot with Brooke? That would be very interesting. Of course, Deacon has a lot more history. Will he tell Deacon that he was married to Brooke's daughter when he got her pregnant with their daughter? That could be awkward. Also, this is kind of a weird comings and goings sort of correction. We had this right, but the soap magazine, I won't say their name, but there's only one soap magazine, has this wrong, and several other outlets have picked it up and had it wrong. They misreported that Julana Dizon will debut as a model named Savannah on June 6th. In fact, we reported this in the last couple of comings and goings videos that we did. She already debuted. She debuted on May 19th. They didn't have her named by then. They didn't use her name, I don't believe, which is Savannah. But she was in that scene in the workroom, actually maybe in the CEO office. I can't remember which room they were in, but it was Thomas and Hope, and Savannah was modeling a Hope for the Future gown, and she told them how impressed she was with how they worked together. She is married to a soap actor named Carson Boatman, who you may know if you watch Days of Our Lives. He plays Johnny DiMera. He's a real hunkety hunk. And so if you see this breaking news about this girl starting June 6th, all those reports are inaccurate. You've already seen her. She just has another scene. So you can watch for her next week. Also, the soap is packing up to head to Italy. And when it does, we will have some faces that are famous in Italy. If you like Italian cinema, if you watch Italian TV shows, I don't know that. I know classic Italian cinema. I don't know modern Italian cinema. So I probably would not recognize any of these people. Hopefully, they will point us out and tell us who they are. Also, all of the voice actors that do the dubbing for Bold and the Beautiful in Italy are going to get cameos. If you didn't know, that's a show that gets dubbed into several different languages. Some people watch American soaps to learn English. Other people watch it dubbed in their own language, and they don't have to worry about English. So overseas in Europe, where Bold and the Beautiful is wildly popular, it is dubbed. And so maybe they will point out to us those voice actors. And I wonder how that works, which would be very strange if they do have lines and then they are playing themselves and then also dubbing the people whose voices they do. How bizarre would that be watching the episode, because you'd hear the same voice for 2 different characters. Wouldn't that be weird? All right, so the 7 cast members that are heading over there are Hope Logan and Thomas Forster, representing Hope for the Future, and Carter Walton and Steffi Forster, also representing Forster Creations at Large, and then Brooke Logan and Ridge Forster. And Brooke is doing some of the PR, something, I can't remember what exactly her job is there, but she is over there with Ridge. And the one character that's over there that does not seem to belong at all is Liam Spencer. With Hope in Italy on a business trip, wouldn't you think that Liam should be at home watching the kids? But no, he's in Italy. And this coming week, we are going to see him pitching a fit and trying to get Hope to not take Thomas on this work trip, even though he's the lead designer and everybody wants to see him, and she's going to push back on Liam, and it's going to get really awkward. So look for a ton of extras and cameos while they are in Italy, and it looks like they are going to hit that week after next. And so this next week, look for Bartender Hollis and look for Julana Dizon to return as model Savannah. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, casting news, everything you need to know. And then buckle up, because this week on Bold and the Beautiful, it is the lead up to the Italy trip where we're going to find out who's going. Taylor certainly wants to go, but she's not going to be allowed to. Brooke is going to go, and she and Ridge are going to be canoodling and reuniting. If you're excited about that, you'll look forward to it. If you're not excited about it, oh well, it's happening anyway, and it's happening in Rome. And we'll also find out next week if Liam basically tells Hope she has to take him along also if Thomas is going, or maybe Liam will just show up there stalking his wife because he doesn't trust her. Wait and see.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.